Greetings, this is Vlodril and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. Alright, couldn't find actually anything in heaven, so in Valria. So, I went back to heaven and I'll try to get or make something here. If it loads sometime today. Come on. That's what, 20 seconds? 30? That is a huge load. The only problem with the engine so far. And the clipping. Of course. Always the clipping. Alright, let's see. Create craft weapons, yes. Mace. Sword. Dagger. Sure. It's not bad. Plus 5 to attack. Yeah, I'll do that. Healing knife. Okay, and I'll make another one. Obsidian. Oh, 162. Barrier, maybe attack. Alrighty. Let's see. Sera. Very nice.
We'll take anything to give.
Let's see. Oh yes, the new coats. Cotton. Yeah. 40 maximum health, maybe. Formal defense, good also. I'll take the health. Cold resistance. Cold resistance. Cold resistance, fine. Let's try this. Scout mail. It's not really great, is it? Let's see. What is your armor? What are you wearing? Hunter's coat 54, that's pretty crappy. Alright. This is for rogues. Yeah. Not great, but still better than what she has. How about some stagger on hitting people? No? Fine.
I am no longer a mage.
Even better.
Alright, modify weapons. This is what I'm using. Yes, so for now it's good enough. Damn, this looks good. Level 12. Right.
That'll do.
How about here? No, stop. I want to... Can you get out of the way so I can modify my armors? Thank you. Light arms and legs, I need to make some, I guess. Can you... Yes, thank you. That is what I wanted. Alright, I only need legs. Scout mail, yeah. +5, yeah, I'll take the dexterity. Medium legs, I also need medium legs. Okay, medium legs. Scout mail. This is medium, I'm not sure. Defender, heavy. Okay, heavy. Medium arms. I guess I don't have medium legs. Good enough. Alright, let's see, what else do I need? I need to go to that Sato or whatever the hell that was. Here. I'll take Sura, Varric and Cassandra. Alright. Okay. This was faster. Did I go alone?
Lady Trevelyan of Ostwick, representing the Inquisition.
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome.
What faces?
So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fate.
Yeah, no.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit.
Well,
Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
no.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
Wow.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests.
What that's quite
To make
an
such
appearance.
boldness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
What an outfit.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With divine Justinia dead, the chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
What the...
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the Circle, then?
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows, magic will find neither on its own.
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Does that mean you'd be aiding the Inquisition from the Imperial Palace?
Ordinarily, I would be happy to serve as liaison to the court, but these are not ordinary times. The veil has been ripped apart and there is a hole in the sky. It is now the duty of every mage to work towards sealing the breach. And so I would join the Inquisition on the field of battle.
You see party members, doesn't look like one.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Alright. Yep.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Who would say no exactly? And back to heaven. I guess so. Oh. Have a lot of power and to spend on the table. Ah, who is Karen's here? More.
You traveled some distance to reach Haven. You're from the Circle in Ostwick?
That's quite a thing to ask after half the game.
In light of what's happened, does it matter?
I did not mean to pry. Was there something else you wish to discuss?
Is there anything I should know?
The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery, but the Templars will aid us. They cannot sit idle while...
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'd like to know more about the Templars.
If you need insight into what the Order is doing now, I'm afraid I can't offer more than you already know. Anything else, I will answer as best I can.
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars as our local chantry to teach me.
That guy's animation is fucked.
I must have shown promise.
And the guy he's fighting with.
The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
13? That's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
What about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course. But there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
I know how I spent my time in the Circle, but what was a typical day for a Templar?
Typical. The last time I was in a circle was right before it fell apart. Nothing was typical.
Before that, then?
Certain rituals require a full guard. A mage's herald, for instance. I've attended a few. Most of the time you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
We would spend all day with Templars, and yet they rarely spoke to us.
A habit often mistaken for coldness, I'm sure. But we are expected to keep a certain distance from our charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
You have a point.
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus.
Did you enjoy your training?
I wanted to learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the Chant of Transfiguration wasn't the most exciting task. And I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
Prior to the Conclave, I'd only encountered Templars in the Circle. Do they do anything besides guard mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates, or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
What do you think of mages? Are they all a threat?
I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I will try not to do so here. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession at the least.
Do Templars take vows? I swear to the Maker to watch all the mages. That sort of thing.
There's a vigil first. You're meant to be at peace during that time, but your life is about to change. When it's over, you give yourself to a life of service. That's when you're given a filter, your first draft of lyrium and its power. As Templars, we are not to seek wealth or acknowledgement. Our lives belong to the Maker and the path we have chosen.
A life of service and sacrifice. Are Templars also expected to give up physical temptations?
Physical? Why would you... That's not expected. Templars can marry, although there are rules around it, and the Order must grant permission. Some may choose to give up more to prove their devotion, but it's not required.
Have you?
No, I've taken no such vows. Maker's breath. Can we speak of something else?
Alright.
That's all I...
Avalini was married to a Templar, I think, in the second game. Alright, let's save. And same episode here. We'll speak some more to people in the next one and then go... we'll see actually where we go. Thank you for watching, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.